based on everything we know now, when they say to sell, does that mean we should buy?
And sell, yeah. It's like, Jim Cramer? If you do exactly the opposite of what he's advising, you actually make money.
Huh?
Yeah. It's called the inverse Cramer.
Jim, before you go, somebody else who, by the way, has taken a lot of criticism, Larry Fink. What do you make of this activist campaign against BlackRock?
It's just nonsense, okay? Nonsense. He's trying to offer his customers what they want in a considered way. He allows my kids to be able to say, listen, I want to vote against all the people who I think are bad on fossil fuels. He's giving you exactly what we've always dreamed of, and he takes heat for this? It's nonsense. He's one of the good guys, for heaven's sake.
Ukrainian economy is tied very largely to the wheat market, global wheat market. This is fantastic if you're trading. Volatility creates opportunity to make profit. War is real good for business. It's exciting when goes wrong, right?
He's one of the good guys, for heaven's sake. All right, Larry, we've talked about the greatness of BlackRock. Right now we're going to talk about the greatness of our country and whether it is threatened by inflation, whether it is threatened by global political tension, or whether this just happens to be in the long term business as usual for longer term investors.
It's definitely business as usual. I mean, when I started my career, when you started your career, we had much higher inflation, much more problems in our country than we're going to get through this. And let's be clear, we do have really elevated inflation. A lot of it is policy generated, our immigration policies. I could go on, a lot of things that we need to change.
But that's important. I'd like you to go on because it could lead to a recession, and people need to know that.
And so much of the inflation is really related to supply, not demand. Demand is actually unchanged from 2019. Okay, right. So that's what people don't understand. Demand has not changed that much. But the reality is we have supply problems because of supply chains and all that. Obviously, we have the Russia-Ukraine war that aggravated this even more. But we've had, and then we had just a monstrous sum of monetary policy and fiscal stimulus over the last few years. It's all leading to this really elevated inflation.
Okay, so but
this is all fixable.
Right. Well, I totally agree with you. But let's say you're a person who's worried about retirement and say has 10 years where they want until they want to retire. Do you tell them, look, you can go buy a 3-year? What would be?
So I'm asked that all the question. I was asked by a really famous person, calls me up panicking. What should I do? I got to get out. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. I said, go on vacation. Okay. I just said, look, if you really can't stand it, then sell it. I mean, I'm not here to tell you if you can't sleep at night, sell. But the reality is we've seen this. The inflation is going to be fixed over time. We're already seeing commodity prices crashing from the high.
Right. No one talks about that. And supply chains gotten better.
Supply chains in a lot of the industry is getting better right now. And the Federal Reserve is tightening, and that is going to. The Federal Reserve's tool is to tighten, and through tightening, they limit demand. So is there a risk of a recession? Sure.
But we're not in one yet.
No, but even if we're in one, it's going to be quite mild. The financial foundation of America is as strong today as ever.
How you feeling about Tesla? You drive any Teslas out there?
I love Tesla. Look, I keep thinking about that unbelievable scoop that you got, of which with Larry Fink, I think it's going to be the most important thing we talk about for I don't know how long, certainly not just today. And I keep thinking, well, isn't Tesla an electric vehicle? Isn't that the kind of thing that if you're wanting to be in Larry Fink's dictum, you would sell GM and Ford, which aren't doing enough, versus Tesla, even though they're trying? But Tesla is the ultimate Larry Fink stock. And Larry seemed very emotional at a certain moment. Is that just my imagination, or was he really choked up at one point, Andrew? I think this was a bold and necessary move. But even if you disagree with me, you have to recognize that Fink has changed the calculus. If companies don't take action, one of the largest asset managers in the world will pay less for their earnings. Like it or not, sustainability now matters to the stock market. And if you haven't factored it in yet, well, the train is leaving the station.
So, Jim, I was wondering what your thoughts are on BlackRock.
BlackRock's a buy. A better than 2.5 yield. Stock bounced big after PNC dumped its shares foolishly. And I think Larry Fink's good.
Larry Fink recently sold $100 million worth of BlackRock.
Wow. Damn, Larry, that's not a good sign.
He's one of the good guys, for heaven's sake.